Hello and welcome to High Point Music's Gear Reviews. I'm Lewis and today I'm going to be showing you the Wampler Tumnus Boost OverDrive. The Tumnus is a work-alike to the Klon, which is most famously used as a dirty boost or a treble boost. Wampler have shrunk the pedal right down and given it a few more tonal options to make it a bit of a jack of all trades overdrive dirty boost pedal. So I'll show you what it can do. I'm going to do like a cleanish boost, a bit of a trebly overdrive, and then as close to a distortion sound as I can get. Let's take you through the settings. First up, I'll show you my clean tone, which is a Fender Stratocaster into our 2 notes of the clean. It sounds something like this, the neck pickup. Bridge. We've got our guitar connected to the input of the Tumnus, our Clean connected to the output, or your amplifier. We're running it from our 9-volt DC power supply. This pedal is far too small to take a battery, so you will need a power supply to run it. And I'll take you through the first of the EQ settings. So, pedal on. We've got our 3 controls. We've got our gain control, our volume control, and our treble control. I've got the gain turned right up at the moment, so we'll start there and show you some of the gain range. Take that down to about 2 o'clock. You can still hear it's reasonably distorted. We'll pull that down, take about 11. So you can hear that the amount of distortion is dropping right off there, and so is our treble response. The treble control does fix that right up, so I'll show you that one in a second. So I've got the gain right down, the treble up a little bit, just to show you some of that low gain sound. This is what it sounds like. So you can hear there it's not distorting at all, even when I do play it reasonably hard. So at this point, it's great as a volume boost or a treble boost. I'm going to show you through some of my settings now, the first of which is the lowest gain setting I can sort of achieve with this pedal, which is great for a treble boost or a volume boost, just to excite the frequencies of your amp, or perhaps to change the EQ of another pedal before it or after it. So here's my first setting. So gain is off, our treble is at 3, and the volume is at 10. This is what it sounds like. And some neck pickup as well. So you can hear it's just pushing the sound a little bit, and the extra treble response does make a big difference when the gain is down this low. The next setting I'm going to show you is a bit more of an overdrive. You'll hear more of the clipping, and I'll back some of the treble response off, because with more gain typically gets more frequencies, and it might be a little bit bright without reducing it, but I'll show you that one now. So we're going to take our gain to about 11 o'clock. Back our treble off to 1, leave our volume reasonably close. So you can hear it's just starting to distort a little bit. The interesting thing about the Tumnus pedal is that it blends a little bit of clean tone in as you turn your distortion up, which helps to keep the clarity and the bottom end response of the pedal nice and high, making it a really powerful tool for not being too muddy sounding. So the next setting I'm going to take you through is a bit more gain with a reasonably similar treble response, just to sort of show you a bit more of the range. So I'll play a little bit and turn it up so you can hear that variable. So you can hear it's definitely getting into overdrive territory now. It's nice and bright. There's plenty of volume on tap. At this point, you're going to be pushing your amplifier into a little bit of clipping. If your amp doesn't have a bit of clipping, maybe it's not valve amp, maybe it's more of a transistor sound. A little bit more attention to your gain and treble response here is going to allow you to sort of simulate that amp-like breakup, which is a great rock, pop, country, alternative, most modern genres of guitar sounds. You can use that broken up amp, a little bit of distortion, overdrive on its own or with other pedals. So now I'm going to take you through to a higher gain setting, something that's noticeably more distorted and a little bit more treble response. So here we go. I'm going to push our gain control all the way up. I'm going to just back our treble response off a little bit and drop the volume down a little bit because of the extra gain. We've got our gain, as I said, our gain's on full. The treble response is about 1 o'clock and the volume is still about that 9:30 position. This is what it sounds like. So that's the Wampler Tumnus. The quality of the pedal is pretty amazing. I'm very impressed with the range of treble response that it has. I have tried a few clones and a few clone clones. The treble range of this pedal is better than most of the ones I've heard. It's a little brighter voiced than some of them that I've heard, but the gain control really helps it to warm up. As you would have noticed, the range of gain there can take you from a very, very low gain dirty boost through to almost edging on distortion clipping, which is really versatile for a pedal that's this size and just such a simple set of controls. And there's plenty of volume on tap. So if you are using it to push another amp or to push another pedal or reduce the volume of another pedal, this is a pretty fantastic option. I can't really think of anybody who wouldn't be able to use a pedal like this. I've used it to push the distorted pedals, I've used it to push valve amps, I've used it with our LeClean, I've used it with my little transistor practice amp. It's pretty amazing as far as its range goes. Wampler pedals are very well made, they're very well engineered, and the fact that this is 1/10 the price of an original clone and less than 1/3 of the physical size and available, you can get them quite easily as opposed to some of the other clones. I would probably rate it a 10 out of 10. Wampler have really hit this one out of the park. If you've enjoyed this pedal, you can follow the links below to check one out for yourself. There is a deluxe version of the Wampler Tumnus as well, so be sure to have a look at the video for that one. We'll have the link there for the power supply for you to check out as well. It doesn't run on batteries, so that's definitely something to consider. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our social media. Check out our members area, which is free to be a member of, and I'll see you next week. Thank you very much.